Hi guys, I'm glad to see you back in another video. In this one, I'm going to be focusing on a collage that I made at the end of a previous video called Inspiration. And if you haven't seen that video, you should definitely pause this video and go back to watch it. I'll give you a few seconds to catch up. Okay, now that you're back, let's focus on collage making. Typically, when you're starting a new piece, you need some sort of inspiration or end goal to work towards. So of course for this one, I'm taking my inspiration from my drive to the river, and the end goal is to create a mountain scene. Normally, I would sketch what my final image would look like, but with the trip being so fresh in my mind, I decided to skip that step and get straight into finding images. As you can see, in this collage, I'm using images from the Caribbean Beat magazines which I've collected over the years. I start by going through the magazines and pulling out pages with images that I can use. Images like mountains, seascapes, hillside architecture, beaches, marine life, forest scenes, rocks, anything that can add value to the image that I have in my head for what I want the piece to look like. Alright, so the idea here is not to waste too much time trying to narrow down specific images, but to have somewhat of a broad catalogue of images to use. That's not to say that this image search is a quick process though. I normally try to go through at least about 5 to 7 magazines just to make sure I've gotten a variety of images that I could use. I actually really love this image search process because, well, it's pretty relaxing and it serves as another source of inspiration for the work. There's no pressure to really get anything correct as yet, and it gives me a chance to clear out some of the ideas in my head about how I want the final image to look. With this collage, I wanted to start with the ends of the mountain and work my way inwards. This seemed like the easier option at the time because from the images that I collected, I knew which ones I typically wanted to use for the outside of the mountain, but not necessarily the inside. Okay, at this point, I started to feel a bit discouraged as the collage wasn't coming out how I wanted it. It began to look a bit scattered, and honestly, for a moment, I was ready to give up. These are typically the ugly moments of the work that you have to push through before you find the real beauty in the piece. So that's what I did. I took a breath, refocused myself, and made little changes to the collage to bring it back on track. So at this point, I'm starting to narrow down the images in my head, and I'm thinking about how I can juxtapose different textures and colors together to create some sort of uniform look for this mountain. And just a quick tip, while working on collage, don't be afraid to take images in and out as much as you like, so you can see what they look like in the composition. You can leave images as placeholders and replace them later when you find more suitable ones. This is just a part of the process. Here, I'm going to resolve the right side of the mountain as it needs to drop quick enough to reach the land below and the sea. I was considering if I need more green forest to create the drop, but that wasn't working out. So when I found this image of a rock, I thought it would fit nicely, and it did. I knew it wasn't the best fit, but I just left it there as a placeholder. Then, boom, I found a page with a mountainscape in the background with colors that matched up really well to the existing mountains in the collage. That was pretty lucky, wasn't it? And this is exactly what I was talking about when I said that you can leave images as placeholders and replace them later when you find more suitable ones. As you get deeper and deeper into the collage, it begins to take a bit more patience, searching for the right images to use, and then even more patience cutting it out and getting it to line up exactly where you want it. So don't rush. Be patient, be bold, but don't be afraid to make mistakes. In collage, many times it's that trial and error phase that allows you to make great discoveries. People usually ask me why I use blue tape in collages and why I leave the tape in the collage when it's completed. And honestly, there are a few reasons. One, during the collage building process, I use the tape instead of glue to make moving around pieces easier. I've also done many collage exercises in the past where I've used glue from the start to make more permanent decisions, thus having to engage the collage more and really thinking about each piece that I put down. But those are just exercises to build your understanding and critical thinking when making collages. With these collages, I try to be a little bit more laid back, and well, the tape allows for that flexibility. 2. I usually leave the tape as a part of the completed piece because to me, it works as an element of collage. If we think about collage as sticking or stacking various materials like photographs, pieces of paper or fabric together, then isn't tape just another material being stacked in the collage? So, in treating the tape not just as a thing that holds the collage together, but also as a material or part of the collage itself, it allows you to juxtapose where you leave the final pieces of tape with great intention, allowing the tape to actually be part of the collage and not just that thing that holds it together. And with that being said, I also love that the tape creates that impression that the collage is stitched together, which for me adds another dimension to the collage. The collage is now screaming, "Hi, I'm a collage, can't you tell?" That's it for this video, guys. If you have any questions about collage, leave a comment down below and don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.